It is the early morning hours on the 14th of September 2016, and you are looking at the satellite imagery of a very dangerous and powerful typhoon. Over the past 12 hours, the pressure on this storm system dropped like a rock, and really, you can even see on the satellite imagery just how strong it is, that classic buzzsaw shape. You even have those toroidal wobbles going with this, and that inner core, that inner eye wall. The Japan Meteorological Agency pressure in this storm down to a staggering 890 hectopascal. Perspective, Typhoon Haiyan had a pressure of 895 HPA at landfall. So technically, at least according to JMA, this is stronger than Typhoon Haiyan. I'm sure that is something that's going to be debated, though, for some time to come, but it does not take away the reality. This is an intense and dangerous storm. JDWC has winds right now of 160 gusting 195 knots. Another way to put this in perspective, 160 knots is about the equivalent of a F3 tornado on the Fujita scale. These winds out here are incredible. The Batanes Islands, located here in the Luzon Strait, the residents there have been in for likely one of the most terrifying nights of their lives. This storm moving right over their island. I'm sure if they were able to go outside, hopefully they did not, when this was right overhead, and if it was daylight, at least there's a half moon out there tonight, they probably could have seen that classic stadium effect around the center of one of these islands here as it moved overhead. But within this core, that's where we're looking at those sustained winds, 150 to 160 knots, a gust up to about 200 knots. It's just incredible, and I could only imagine what the winds were out here. Hopefully the buildings did withstand up to this. They are made of stone, as I mentioned in my past videos, and concrete, but this type of intensity with a direct hit, there's only so much infrastructure can take. Our hopes here do go out to the residents of the Batanes Islands after they were impacted by this major storm. I'm making this update around 3:30 a.m. Philippine Standard Time. I'm sure as we go ahead into the daylight hours and throughout the day here on the 14th, we're going to get more information. Also, I still want to mention, though, this storm is wobbling, as I mentioned at the start of the update. That means the southern tip of Taiwan still in for the outer eye wall of this storm. You're going to still be looking at some very strong, probably Category 2 to Category 3 equivalent typhoon strength winds on the Saffir-Simpson scale out here in southern Taiwan as it pushes by, and that flood threat still lingers off here towards the north. We have seen tremendous amount of rainfall along the eastern seaboards, the mountains stopping that precipitation. The west side, not so much, but the east, definitely it's been coming down out there, and really, they were expecting an incredible amount of rain, especially in the southeastern end of the island throughout the day. This is only a 3-hour period. Check back in about 18 hours from now. We'll see what the total amount of precipitation is that builds up out there. All right, guys, please follow Earth Uncut TV on Twitter. He's going to be down here in southern Taiwan all day filming this storm system. Also at westernpacificweather.com, tracking this monster typhoon throughout the day, and plus even heading into the evening hours as this does near southeastern China over there towards Fujian province. There's going to be a dangerous storm system out there as well, and definitely really worried. Hopefully they got evacuation orders in place along the coast, because this storm is not going to be letting up too much. Might be seeing some degradation on the west side of it, but it's still going to be pretty potent as it slams into China. Also, I'm on NHK World today, so do tune in for that. Stay safe, guys. This is just an incredible storm. All right.